Nothing really good can come out of an unhealthy rivalry in the hip-hop industry. Bad blood can escalate into bloodshed if not checked. There's no limit to the things that can happen when two rappers decide to get entangled in a deadly beef. In today's video, I'll be talking about the escalating Eastside Detroit beef between Sada Baby and 42 Digg. Before we start the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you would like to join this month's giveaway of one of these items on the screen, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video to the end to comment the hidden keyword. Good luck! There have been growing tension between these rappers for quite some time, and they are not hiding it from the world. The evidence of the tension between them is seen in various videos and comments from the two rappers on their social media accounts. You might be wondering what exactly is the cause of this whole beef and bad blood between these two Detroit rappers. How did these two rappers go from having no issues with each other to becoming sworn enemies? Let's quickly take a look at the background of these two rappers, as this will provide the basis to understand the reason behind their beef. Sada Baby was raised on Detroit's east side. He grew up listening to rappers like Soulja Boy, Yin Yang Twins, and the Young Bloods, as well as local rap groups like the East Side Cheddar Boys and Street Lords. But he didn't start to seriously rap himself until he was 19. In 2016, after years of little progress in the hip-hop world, he was on the brink of enrolling in culinary school at Schoolcraft College, where he planned to walk onto the basketball team, but then he won a local rap competition and reshifted his focus back to music. Sada Baby has made public his affiliations with the 7 Miles Blood Gang. He made this revelation in an interview and said he joined the gang at the age of 22. For this, he received several backlashes on social media for joining the gang at that age. Not much is known about the early life of 42 Digg, but he had obviously been involved in street life earlier than Sada Baby. At the young age of 15, he was arrested and sentenced to 4 years in prison for stealing a car and possession of firearms. While in prison, he got into a fight with an inmate, and his prison time got extended to a total of 6 years. During these times, he practiced his lyric writing and he was released at age 22. Upon his release, 42 Digg released one of his first singles, Mama I'm Sorry. As the title states, the track is an apology to his mother for all the pain and heartache he caused her. The song attracted thousands of listeners and set the ball rolling for 42 Digg. He is currently signed a joint contract, Yo Gotti's CMG label and Lil Baby's 4PF Records. 42 Digg is affiliated with the Hustle Boys gang, which is a Detroit branch of the 42 Gangsta Crips of Los Angeles. It'll interest you to know that the Hustle Boys and the 7 Miles Blood Gang, to which Sada Baby belongs, are rivals. This rivalry between the two gangs automatically places these two rappers on opposing sides, and they automatically inherited the beef their gangs have. So the rivalry between these two gangs has been ongoing for a long time, but took a turn for worse in 2014 when some members of the Hustle Boys were attacked by members of the 7 Miles Blood. This attack involved the 42 twins, Michael and Martez Davis, who are members of Hustle Boys, and Billy Arnold, the leader of the 7 Miles Blood Gang. On the morning of July 14, 2014, the 42 twins had just finished a meeting with a parole agent. Coincidentally, Billy Arnold was also there for a meeting with his own parole officer. After spotting them, Billy Arnold called several friends, including alleged 7 Mile Bloods member Corey Bailey, aka Cocaine Sonny, so the group could attack the Hustle Boys. The 42 twins meanwhile entered into a car filled with 2 other Hustle Boys, including Juwan Neff Page. After traveling a short distance, they were overtaken by cars filled with members of the 7 Miles Blood Gang. Arnold and Bailey leaned out the 7 Mile Blood's car and opened fire on the car carrying the 42 twins and some other members of the Hustle Boy. Michael Davis, who was shot in the chest, survived the attack, but Juwan Page was not so fortunate. He was shot in the eyes and was in a coma for several weeks before he died. Michael Davis later testified that Arnold and Bailey were the shooters. The killing of Juwan Page forged a new alliance on the east side of Detroit. The Hustle Boys, 6 Mile Cheddar Grove, Max Out 220 gangs, and others teamed up to battle the strongest 7 Mile Bloods, and this led to a lot of death. 4 years down the line in 2017, the 42 twins went on to collaborate with T Grizzly on a song titled Secrecy. Not long after this, T Grizzly signed Sada Baby to his record label. This led to a lot of backlash from the 42 twins, who were not happy with this deal. This was because Sada Baby belonged to a rival gang, the 7 Miles Bloods. In a video, 42 twins called out T Grizzly and told him about their displeasure concerning the signing of a rival gang member. T Grizzly responded with a video and said he did what he did to foster love and wondered why the 42 Twins was bitter about it. In an Instagram post, 42 Twins wrote a caption while tagging T Grizzly. "Don't get to a car flip living off that block." T Grizzly responded by saying the 42 Twins asked me for a feature. The post says, "You reached out to me for a feature, nigga. Don't none of your mans fuck with you cause you ain't no real nigga. Don't act like it's about Sada, nigga." The 42 Twins replied by denying the allegation. "We can end this, you DM me, nigga, I didn't even know you. I snapshot the DM before you deleted it. I'm with my real niggas every day and my real niggas wouldn't fuck with you." This episode between the 42 Twins and T Grizzly was soon put behind, or it seemed. T Grizzly, obviously intent on keeping the peace and not caring about anyone's gang affiliation, went ahead to feature on a song with 42 Dugg in 2019. But this brought him in the line of fire with two rival gangs, 7 Miles Bloods and the Hustle Boys. Few months after the song's release, T Grizzly's aunt, Jobina J.B. Brown, who also happened to be his manager, was shot dead by some unknown persons after a studio session. The killer had sprayed the car she was in with bullets. T Grizzly himself was rumored to be a target, but the killer went for his aunt instead. T Grizzly had no known gang affiliations, but had only been in the books of the law for stealing. But to be honest, I feel his linking up in collaboration with no gang members brought more heat on him. It's actually possible that whoever killed his aunt didn't make a mistake about the target. I'm beginning to think it might have been a warning to T Grizzly. After his aunt's death, T Grizzly said in an interview, "A lot of them just wouldn't take me serious. They were like, you better go get a job. What you trying to rap for? And all of this stuff. She believed in me. She was the only one. She quit her job to start managing me. She was the only one I could trust for real." Sada Baby, who T Grizzly had signed to his label group, complained that he was not being managed well. According to Sada Baby, he wasn't being allowed to release music at the speed he was used to. He got a lawyer and bought himself out of the contract with T Grizzly. It is speculated that another reason why Sada Baby pulled out of T Grizzly Records label was that he was not pleased about the collaboration between T Grizzly and 42 Dugg. I won't be surprised about that because Sada Baby probably felt backstabbed that his friend was linking up with someone with who he was an enemy with. In an interview, Sada Baby had this to say about T Grizzly: "I wish no harm on him, but I don't fuck with him. What they did to me, I wouldn't have done to nobody." The heat between Sada Baby and 42 Dugg further intensified at a party in Detroit. In an obvious attempt to cause provocation, 42 Dugg had joined his gang on stage to perform a diss song which was aimed at the 7 Miles Blood gang. At this particular party, Sada Baby was also in attendance, and he was up to perform before 42 Dugg, and his gang took to the stage. I wonder what might have gone through the mind of Sada Baby at that particular moment. He must have felt intense anger at this display from his rival. I'm pretty sure it would have escalated into a violent war if members of the 7 Miles Blood gang were present. It's also possible that they were present, but they played it cool because they didn't want to create a scene. Sada Baby and 42 Dugg's already sour relationship got sour when rumors started circulating that 42 Dugg was involved in a robbery attack on Sada Baby, which had him stripped of his money, pieces of jewelry, and everything he had on him. This rumor was fueled by Doughboy, with whom Sada Baby had an altercation. In a video, Doughboy asked Sada Baby to tell the world and come clean with what happened, and Sada responded with a video of his own, claiming Doughboy was seeking attention. This obviously angered Doughboy, and he made another video in which he revealed more details about the robbery. In the video, he said that Sada Baby was stripped naked and robbed with his own gun. There's no way to confirm this version of Doughboy's story, as there's no video footage that shows the actual robbery. After Doughboy's claim, 42 Dugg was quick to step in, and he posted a video in which he mocked Sada Baby for getting robbed. There was no end in sight for this rivalry, as the two kept throwing shades at each other, using online platforms. While Sada Baby was at the club, 42 Dugg's song came up, and Sada Baby told the DJ to shut it down. Responding to all these disses and hoping to infuriate Sada Baby further, 42 Dugg posted a disrespectful video saying he was smoking on Sada Baby's dead friends. In an attempt to bring some calm and sanity between the two rappers, Big Sean featured 42 Dugg and Sada Baby in a song titled Friday Night Cypher. Yeah, you guessed it right, neither of the two was aware of the other's presence in the song until later. I feel it would have been a disaster having both of them in the same music studio. In an interview with Hip Hop DX, Sada Baby made it known that a video for the song was not possible. He said Sean would have to pull up on niggas, Sean would have to pull up on everybody and get the solo scenes, or do it with people that's cool. It's people on the song that's cool. It's just all that. I can't front for anybody. I'm not a super positive nigga. I'm not. I grew up on bullshit. There's bullshit still in my life. That's just how it goes. Sada also spoke about T Grizzly, who also featured in the song. He had this to say about his former friend. I'm not saying that I don't know if I would have done it if I had heard the other verses first, but I think he's smart enough to have let me do my shit first before adding the people he added. I feel I'm better than T, so I'd be ready to get on some shit and fuck him up. He lucky they cut a couple of his bars off. They had a poo butt ass bar because he said some bullshit. He took some shit off the end, but not for 1 second was I shying away because T was on there. I never was afraid of his chest. According to Sada Baby, the song Friday Night Cypher can't unify the city because it's simply not possible, he said. I love you, Sean, but you don't bring people back from the dead. You don't heal them souls. You don't heal them heartache. You're not a drug to help people cope with people they still dealing from that the other motherfuckers caused to their loved ones. Earlier this year, 42 Doug and his friend Roddy Rich were involved in a shooting that left 3 people injured. When the news broke out, people were uncertain and assumed 42 Doug was among the injured people. 42 Doug later went on IG Live with his friend, Lil Baby, to show his fans that he was okay. He had said, "Y'all stop with that fake shit, man. We ain't been around no gun shooting, none of that. Real talk, man, we good. Thanks for the love, though. I appreciate the love, though." After this episode, it was speculated that Sada Baby was behind the shooting, but this was found to be untrue, as OMB Peasy was later arrested for the crime. Anyone would have wondered the same, owing to the history between Sada Baby and 42 Doug. I feel this beef between the two rappers has carried on for too long, and they should probably bury the hatchet if that's possible. They're both brilliant at what they do and shouldn't let bad blood get in the way of endless possibilities. That's all I've got for you on the escalating Eastside Detroit beef between Sada Baby and 42 Drug. Hey you, yeah you like the video? Great, we got another one for you that we guarantee you'll like. And all you have to do is click on the screen. It's free and without any hidden fees, but you have to click on fast because this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.